Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Inside the Bubble, episode 2 of the 24-25 season. And we have a great show planned for you. Plenty of highlights and some interesting people to meet. And let's meet Matt Harrington, our co-host, as he joins us here tonight. Matt, what a great week we had.
Yeah, absolutely, Pete. Of course, the boys' high school season getting underway on Thursday. Already some wild games, which we'll get into in a little bit. And, of course, the girls' season now in full swing as well. A great week indeed.
Let's get into the highlights. We had a great week of action, and we can't wait to play Rogers Shakopee. Rogers hosting number 2 Shakopee, number 8 Rogers. A huge viewing audience, hockey night in Minnesota, and here we go. We get the goal scoring started, a scramble goal in front. Mason Jensen cleans up a scramble in front of the Shakopee net, 1-0 Royals. It'll be another goal just like that from the top of the crease, and a scramble with white sweaters upright, able to poke it home. That's Cam Lubke with the goal, and it's now 2-0. To the second period we go. It's going to be 3-0 off this Nolan Beardis rush. Nice pickoff there. And the feed to Parker DeShane. We're now up 3-0 Royals. Whoa, what's going on at the rack? Sabres, so we're chasing this one the entire game. Cooper Simpson on the rush. Finds Tristan Wazengesso, who gets the work done down low. It's now 3-1. Maddie Hauser now from the right point. Watch this. Launches the shot, boom, in the back of the net, back to the 3-goal lead at 4-1. Simpson, though, will not be done. He strikes again. This is his second point of the game, but that's not going to be enough. Look at him put the stick down, wants it, boom, the 1T, and that will be their only goal, or their lone second goal, as it's now 5-2, the final score. Jensen had 2 goals, including the empty netter. Simpson a goal and an assist.
We move on to Warroad and Delano in a Class A ranked matchup on the boys' side Friday night to open the season. This shot goes in off the glove of the goaltender. That is Gavin Anderson, one of the newcomers to this Warroad varsity team. Now look at this move by Taven James, the leading point returner. He had 3 defenders all over him. He gets the job done and rocks the nice celly as well. Warroad up 2-0. Delano in the final minute of the first period. They look to get on the board, and they do. That's Lance Hallinan, one of 3 Hallinans on that varsity team. And then Warroad, second period power play goal here from Hanvet. That made it a 3-1 lead for Warroad. Delano, though, credit to them, they did not go away in this game. They go to the back door on the one-timer. That's Daniel Hallinan with the power play goal for the Tigers. Some chaos out in front here. Hallinan in front, but it is Mason Hargarden who buries it, and Delano ties the game with 8:20 to go in the third. Under 6 minutes to play in regulation. This is Gavin Anderson, the newcomer, with the hat trick in game number 1. Warroad would go on to add an empty netter, but a big game for Ryan Shakopee, 4 assists. Warroad gets the win for 5-3.
From historic Yanmar Arena, 7AA matchup, Forest Lake and Grand Rapids. Jamison Duell, the benefactor from a great hookup. Andre Ratchula and Nathan Garsti pick up the assist, 1-0 Thunderhawks. The Rangers now will tie the score at 1, and I tell you what, this is how you do a 2-on-2, kids. Check this out. Ryder Seido will tie this. Cole Rivard getting him the puck through traffic. Nice goal there, and we are even at 1. There's no scoring in the second, but at 8:17 of the third, Seido wires his second of the game, gives his team the 2-1 lead. And then watch this goal. This will even it at 2. Nathan Garski coming up here. Seriously had the puck so long, I think paint dried. Look at this, just going from coast to coast. It cuts back to the forehand. We're tied at 2 with just over 5 minutes to go in the third. Nice goal there. And then it's going to be, Blake Mortensen going nuts on the play-by-play. Overtime we go. Early in the session, it's muddy off the boards. Garski will come out of the phone booth, and he will find a way to pot the game winner, his second of the game in OT, and he finishes with 3 points.
Big win for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks there. Roloff picking up a couple of assists, and we go now to Wayzata for the Turkey Trot event. Moorhead and Wayzata. No, it's not 10-0 as the scoreboard says. It is Wayzata, though, that gets the first goal of this hockey game. Tate Roeder, an even strength tally. We go later now into this first period. The bank pass off the boards. Great physicality there from Max Lutke as he buries it to make it 2-0 in favor of the Trojans after 1. We go into the late second now. Scramble here in front. This one's just going to trickle in. It's Brooks Cullen, the Michigan State commit, who gets the goal. He'll be thrilling Spartans fans for years to come, certainly. Moorhead trying to tie the game now. Under 90 seconds to go in the third. And Brandon Michelson, beautiful goal. And that makes it 2-2. with 1:22 to go in regulation. Now we go late stages of overtime. How in the world does this puck not go in? A terrific save in goal from Ryan Pellinger. That made it still 2-2. And now final 1:15 of overtime. The shot from Erickson gets through. He gets the OT winner. Huge win for Wayzata to open the Turkey Trot 3-2 winners.
Let's head to my favorite place, Pagel Activity Center. We'll already start with this one. 11 goals in this one, and it starts here. Tate Batchelor fires that one home. Clean win there by Luke Geisbauer. 1-0 Stilly. Brecken Colin for the Skippers will tie the game at 1 as he'll grab this feed from Winston Wheaton, and he taps it home level at 1. In the second, it's going to be Emerson LaRoche. He'll be really neatly tucked into the slot area here. Look, he puts the stick down, gets the feed behind the net. Again, Wheaton in on that assist. 2-1 now, Minnetonka. Crazy goal here, down 3-1. The Ponies, Cal Grills pulls the team with 1 as he pulls that off the forehand and buries it to the back of the net. Tied at 4 now. Look at this. Trey Frenenberg, the handcuffs come out, the puck rattles around, and it gets through. It's now 5-4 Ponies. Tyson Mahadi will respond in this back-and-forth affair. A blast from the point, tied at 5, 3:38 showing on the clock. Under a minute to play. This is Stillwater's Luka Jarvis as he maneuvers to the slot. Look at the work done down the middle. Oh, do they open some space there on the beautiful job on the weak side? It's 6-5 win as Stillwater goes on to win. Fort Gators head 2 or more points. I'll take a look at some of your key scores. Gentry Academy beats East Grand Forks 6-1. It was War Road 2, St. Cloud Cathedral 2. Hibbing beats Matamidi. All-state tournament-worthy matchups there. Academy of Holy Angel Stars had 4 scored on them going into the third period. They had a 6-1 lead, win 6-5. Moorhead over Edina. Maple Grove over Wayzata.
We'll go into the girls' highlights now. Hockey night in Minnesota. What a game we had here. Centennial Spring Lake Park against Minnetonka. This one's a floater from the point. It gets tapped home by Ayla Specht, who opens the scoring. What a start for the Cougars on the road against Minnetonka. Still late in the first period here now. Keep an eye on Lillian Renslow, number 23, in the slot for the Cougars. She buries it to make it 2-0. And then Minnetonka on the power play, trying to get within 1. Turnover here. It's trouble, and here comes Mia Such for Centennial Spring Lake Park. Finishes on the backhand, and an unbelievable start for the Cougars. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. They go up 3-0. But we know the Skippers too talented not to battle back, and they get the first goal of the game for them. That's Ruby Rauch, an even strength goal. Team leader in goals at this point is Ruby Rauch. That makes it 3-1. Final 4 minutes of regulation. Skippers trying to battle back. This is Ellie Zakrajcek from the top of the circle. She'll fire it home to make it 3-2. Makes things interesting down the stretch, but time would run out for the Skippers, and Centennial Spring Lake Park with one of their biggest wins all season long, of course, and maybe in the past couple of years too. A huge win for the Cougars. They win 3-2. 7 different skaters with a point in this one.
2 really big-time programs going at it from the Victoria Rec Center. The Fire and Andover Huskies. Look at this breakaway. It's going to be a nice goal scored there by Chloe King as she finishes Ellen Onweiler and Katya Sander pick up the assists on that one. It's 1-0, Holy Family. In the second period, Sander from the left point here gets a shot on goal, and it's Nonweiler who will be there waiting. Rebound and a goal! It's 2-0, Holy Family. Now watch this one in the neutral zone. You never want to turn it over at the blue line here. And what do we have here, folks? Whoops, a turnover, and back the other way. Allie DeFaw will make it 3-0 right here. Great move she made. Oh, with the shoulder. Quick move at center, another one at the net. That is incredible, and we will call that hashtag clinic. Now it's going to be the close of the game and a big celly for the Holy Family Catholic Fire as they come up with that huge signature win this year. They have a 4th goal by Taryn Richter. They go on to win 4-0. Kayla Swartzout with 38 saves.
One of the biggest wins in program history there for the Fire. Brecken Orono, a Class A ranked battle in Orono. Look at Zoe Lopez getting the job done off the faceoff. Creates some chaos in front, and it's Maddie Kimbrell that is, who puts it home to make it 1-0 Orono. Final minute now of the first period of play, and the Breck Mustangs Look at McKenna Schliemann. She's going to take this one all the way around the outside, then cuts toward the front and gets it to go past the goaltender. What a goal from Schliemann. This is a very talented Breck squad. They tie it up at 1. Now, Orono, this game's still tied at 1 late in the third period. They are trying to get the go-ahead goal here, and a terrific poke check there by the goaltender for Breck. That, of course, being Klara Milinkovic. She had to be big all game. Unfortunately, couldn't come up big here, though, as Zoe Lopez, she'll be among the favorites for Miss Hockey, gets the OT winner. Orono had 51 shots on goal in this one. A terrific effort from Breck, but they do fall in overtime 2-1.
Gotta love those 49 saves from Milinkovic. Apple Valley Farmington, a big South Suburban Conference Tilly, and it's going to be Farmington and the Tigers that get things started. Jenna Goblich, power play, sweet feed from her teammate Peyton Blom, and it's 1-0 now, Farmington. More of the first from Farmington. This time it's going to be Blom who gives her lead, the team the 2-0 lead. Goes to the forehand, puck bounces off the end wall, and she tucks it home at 14-16 for the 2-0 advantage. Michaela Moran, look at this turnover she forces. Quick acceleration out of the edging there. She gets hauled down. What do we have here? We have a penalty shot. You know what? You give Michaela Moran a penalty shot. Yeah, she's good. Currently has 350 points, placing her 19th all-time. And at her current pace, Moran could score 400 points and be in the top 10. It's impressive. She adds another one there to make it 2-1. I love redirects, and look at this one. A beauty from Goblich here. The second of the game off Blom shot, they hook up again. Goblich would have a Hattie. Blom would have a goal and 3 assists. And a Rosemont, a Farmington win by a score of 5-1. 3 goals in the third, the big difference there.
Couple teams looking to get off the schneid. 0-3 Chaska Chanhassen against 0-3 Hopkins Park. Scramble in front here to start this first period, about 10:19 to go, and Hopkins Park gets the early goal. That's Hazel Schenkelberg with the goal for Hopkins Park. You like the orange unis, Pete, I know, for Hopkins Park, and they score again here on full display. Lucy Johnson with the even strength goal. She had a nice night for Hopkins Park. That made it 2-0. But certainly, Chaska Chanhassen would not go away. Avery Moe is wide open here. Gets it through the sea of bodies in front to make it 2-1 in favor of Chaska Chanhassen. Check out this work by Evie Lundeen, walking the tightrope to keep this puck in, and then gets it over to Erica Mint, who gets the goal to make it 2-2 with 15:39 to go in the second. Now, late in the second period, Hopkins Park looking to go back in front. Perfect feed right there for Ella Cawthey, who gets an important go-ahead tally there for Hopkins Park. Final seconds of regulation, time ticking down. Throw it to the front with 1.1 seconds left to go. It's Quinlan Borner who gets the goal for Chaska Chanhassen. And we go to overtime. Power play for Hopkins Park in overtime. A breakaway for Evie Lundeen. Who else had a great play earlier? She had a multi-goal night, a shorthanded game-winning goal in overtime. And what a way to get your first win of the year for the Chaska Chanhassen Stormhawks. 4-3, your winners over the Hopkins Park Royals. We'll look at some other notable scores on the girls' side. Andover big winners over Edina 3-0. Roseau 5-4 over Bemidji in overtime. And Marshall goes to 6-0 with a win over Hutchinson. Benilde St. Margaret's big win over Northfield. And then, Pete, the big one, Dodge County looking very strong, a 2-2 tie over Minnetonka.
We're now going to take a look at the player spotlight. Of course, that is the St. Cloud State player spotlight. We have a good one. It's going to be Romeo Sweet from Providence Academy, multi-sport athlete, and also he participates in band. We'll talk about all of his endeavors. Let's check it out. It is my personal favorite segment. It's making a difference on and off the ice. The St. Cloud State Player Spotlight, and today we have Providence Academy senior Romeo Sweet joining us. He is a 3-sport athlete who plays hockey, football, and baseball, as well as the trombone and band. Multifaceted, well-versed athlete. Romeo, how's the season been going for you so far? At least we haven't played yet, but how has everything been going for you so far?
It's been good so far. It's been a lot of fun, especially coming out of football and just you go right into it. So you meet the new guys this year and you just have lots of fun.
You guys had a really good football team. In fact, I know your coach, Colin Rooney, very well. Can you talk a little bit about that season? And I know you're a safety. Why you play that position and like it?
Yeah, well, football is a lot of fun, right? Safety, you just get to hit people. You get lots of open space, free space to move, and I really like that. You're playing defense about the other people on the defense. Like, you protect them, they help you. It's one big family unit, and that's how I feel like we would be so good this year.
Is it hard for you, Romeo, then to put your shoulder pads and hang your helmet up, and then put on a different pair of shoulder pads and your skates and a new helmet? What's that transition like for you from sport to sport?
Well, I mean, my neck feels a lot better, certainly. Less contact, at least in the head, feels great. It's, I guess, the skating part, just my edges. That's what I need to kind of fix. But then after that, it's fine. I stick handle during the off season, so my hands are usually pretty good about this time of the year. It's just the skating. You just got to get comfortable with it.
And for baseball, obviously, you're a pitcher, first baseman. Can you talk a little bit about that sport and what you like most about baseball?
I guess I like pitching a lot. Just it's a one-on-one battle, and I know that. I guess I feel every time that I'm going to be better than you, and I like to show that, and that's fun. And then for first base, I just really like to hit. Hitting is probably my favorite part of baseball, and I guess just watching the sound of the bat is another one of my favorites. And then I guess first base, just a nice scoop is just so satisfying. I really just like that. The pop of the leather.
I completely understand when you can get a quick short hop. I played first base on the back end, but when you barrel up, it just feels right, doesn't it?
It feels perfect. Yeah.
I mean, even if it's like a sharp line drive to left center for a single, but you got it perfect. It's
oh yeah.
Unless you do it, you don't understand it. I get you, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That is a great thing. Now let's talk music real quick. Trombone, great form of expression, and you have a lot going on with that too as well. Can you talk about the music end of your school?
Yeah, so my grandpa, he used to play, he's a professional trombone player, so like I get to have that bond and that time with him, so that's really nice. And then our band director, Mr. Jones, he's a really great guy. I love spending time with him, and just really fun way to express yourself. Yeah.
Do you ever play that Counting Crows Mr. Jones song as his theme song? You should sometime. That'd be perfect.
I will. I'll for sure take that into account.
Final question for you, Romeo. What has it meant for you to be part of the Providence Academy community?
It's really meant a lot. There's not a lot of people in it, but you can know a lot of people. They're really close. And some of those are my best friends. And so I really feel like they have helped me grow as a person, because you can do lots of different things. So you get to meet lots of different people.
Romeo, you're quite an inspiration. You keep the schedule busy. You manage it. You do a great job with it. You excel in all three sports and in the music room as well. Great forms of expression. Exactly what we're looking for here on the St. Cloud State Player Spotlight. Good luck this entire season. And we at MN Hockey TV and Inside the Bubble at Kare 11 and Kare 11 Plus will be watching you closely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. When we come back, we're going to have a quick look at the Coach Spotlight, or the Coach's Corner, if you will, with our very own Patrick Griswold of the Academy of Holy Angel Stars.
What's your water score? Find out with a free water analysis during the Aquarius Mega Sale. And save up to 25% off when you upgrade to Connecticut, the world's most efficient water treatment system. Aquarius Home Services, earning the right to be recommended.
An 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Protect your boats and recreational vehicles with FVP RV and Marine Antifreeze. It has burst-proof protection down to -50 degrees, keeping you protected against freezing temperatures. Get a gallon for $2.49 after rebate. Attract a variety of songbirds and cardinals to your feeder with Enchanted Gardens Cardinal Mix. It's a blend of nutritious seeds that keeps birds coming back. Get a bag for $15.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards. good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At Truestone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we will give you up to $350 when you switch to a Truestone checking account. It's true, because we're Truestone.
Taco John's queso is back, and it's so good you could drink it. Well, you could, but it's better on fried chicken tacos. This cheesy queso boss burrito should quench your thirst for that Hatch chili kick. Creamy 3-cheese queso is good enough to drink, but better on nachos. Our whole menu is just waiting to be dipped or dunked. So even though it's so good you could drink it, forget it. Get me a straw. The ultimate queso takeover is back at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Let's welcome you back into the show with a dangle goal. This one from Christian Garrity of Rosemont. Look at that move. And then not only that, he goes top Ches on the shot. Wow, we're going to slow this one down, zooming in. Whoa, look at that to the forehand, inside edge on that right skate, and he goes upstairs. He comes up with a big effort there, Matt. Let's now go to the coach's corner. And we welcome in the head coach of the Academy of Holy Angel Stars. It's Patrick Griswold in his 14th season as a head high school hockey coach. Lots going on with his hockey team, by the way. He is a couple of wins shy of 200 coming up on his career, and he has also a team that returns 17 players from last year's roster, including, I believe, something like 13 of the 14 leading point getters. Mr. Griswold, Patrick, great. Thanks for joining us here today. And you have a lot to look forward to this year, my friend.
Yeah, we're excited. I mean, it's we got into tryouts, and you could tell that the boys took that off season seriously, and the speed is as fast as I've ever seen, and in our program. So we're super excited, and a lot of kids got bigger and stronger as they're getting older now to be juniors and seniors.
Along with that speed comes the strength that you just mentioned at the end of your comment there. And how much does that matter? I think a lot, but in the Section 6AA, does that matter more because these teams are big and strong with some of these larger Lake Conference schools?
100%, right? I mean, with that depth, they've got the ability to have guys that are all kind of big and strong, or they just play strong, right? And so, and they're used to good competition all the way up. So, it's super important. And, a lot of those, look at the section finals. I mean, last year it wasn't, but, most of these games are 1-goal games, and these semis are finals as well, too. So that strength is majorly important.
You have incredible continuity, though. These players have now been with you, some as 9th graders, as young as 8th graders, when they've been playing with you in the summer and those types of things. Now, as you fast forward to the guys like the Henry Lechners of the world that we all have on the short list for Mr. Hockey candidate, how much has that helped you when you go into this season? You have high expectations, but in order to execute that, these guys have to know exactly what you're asking from them. From this year to last year, do you notice a difference in that capacity?
Yeah, we got into some of our system stuff, and I mean, it was, we've got a couple of younger guys that are new to the program, but for the most part, everybody, it's kind of a refresher, and it's so nice just to not have to start from ground zero again and, work our way up. And we are kind of, with a couple of our younger guys, but that's to be expected. But I mean, first day, second day with our system stuff, they've got it down, for good starting point of where we want to be. And yes, it's that culture, it's that camaraderie, that helps a ton.
You obviously have your first games coming up this week. We are recording as you are in Roseau right now, getting ready to take on the Rams in the historic Memorial Coliseum Memorial Arena in Roseau, and then down to Bemidji. Can you talk a little bit about what this road trip means to you to get these kids acclimated and have some time away?
Yeah. And it was kind of on purpose. One was the early bonding trip. Number two, I don't want to roll the dice and come up here in mid-January and who knows what the snow is like. So, couple of common, couple of reasons why we did that, but no, it's great. We left early. We left yesterday on Thursday, so it'd be Thursday. Right after we got out of school early, did an early practice, got on the bus, and then buzzed up here, and we're able to stay the night, so we wouldn't have bus lags. Got up, we skated, and then they went to lunch, and now they got a couple hours off, and then we're gonna load up and head down to Roseau. You're
a top 11 team in the Kare 11 top 11. Where do you see this group growing from what you have right now? So you know what you have coming in. What are the next steps it can take?
We just got to worry about each game. And I know that's coach cliche, you know, and we're starting to get a lot more accolades that we've kind of ever got since I've been here and then the school's gotten in probably, 15 years. Right. So stay within ourselves, keep that noise out of the room. Right. It's great. It is. But we got to just take it game by game. I know that's cliche, but it really, really is what it is.
Patrick, 7 wins away from 200 in the career in year number 14. Good luck the rest of the way. Of course, we have all of your games on mnhockey.tv, and we look forward to catching up and keeping tabs on your hockey club throughout the season. Thanks for joining us, and good luck this weekend.
Hey, we appreciate all the work and our partnership as well. So go Stars, pound the rock.
Thank you very much. Let's now take a look at the Kare 11 top 11. Of course, Matt, the committee had a lot of work to do this week, and we'll start with the Class AA. Things are going to be moving all year because they do, but the fans, we know they love it.
They do indeed, Pete. We've got a new number 1 this week, the Hill Murray Pioneers. They're off to a 5-0 start. And then Centennial Spring Lake Park up to number 2 after their big win over Minnetonka. And then Holy Family, that was a team that just barely snuck in last week, but they do get all the way up to number 4 after their big win over Andover. Andover stays the same throughout all the chaos. Edina goes down to 6. Maple Grove, Benilde St. Margaret's, and then you have a couple of new teams as well. Roseau and Woodbury are your new teams. Woodbury, of course, has not lost. They did have a tie. And then Moorhead did lose to Benilde St. Margaret's, so they go down to number 11. But overall, strong start from a lot of these teams. Roseau 5-2. And, of course, for Roseau, they have a trio, I believe now, of St. Cloud State commits. So sort of seeing a little bit of pipeline from Roseau to St. Cloud State. Saw it last year on the boys' side as well. But a great start to the year for all these teams.
Now we go over to the Class A, and the team I think that has really caught our fancy is the Dodge County Wildcats. Been very good.
Yeah, they've been super impressive, and of course they do have the one tie to Minnetonka, but that's a top girls AA team that you see in Mount Westonka, Southwest Christian up to number 2. Holy Angels and Orono 3-4. And then we welcome back a team that only won 4 games last year, Pete, the Blake Bears. That's been an impressive turnaround and a start for them. They had a very close game earlier this year with Holy Angels. It's a team that's on the rise, and I think we're starting to see perhaps a little bit of rivalry of that rivalry they had with the Breck Mustangs over the years.
The glory days of Class A girls high school hockey. What a difference a year makes for Blake. Back into the top 11. Good for them. Breck has been playing very well. They've been getting great goaltending. And it's the interesting thing is Mount Westonka, Southwest Christian has been very good too. We'll see how this all shakes down. And we have plenty of big games to talk about coming up on the mnhockey.tv network. And Matt, when you break it down, let's take a look right now at the girls' games that we have to take a peek at.
Yeah, and we have Dodge County, South St. Paul on Tuesday, Warroad and Bemidji as well. Bemidji did fall out of the rankings, but certainly they'll be back, you'd think, at some point. Maple Grove and Minnetonka, top AA teams, Duluth, Brainerd, Little Falls, and then Apple Valley and Northfield.
And on the boys' side, another nice menu of action. I love that 7AA matchup to start things off with Duluth East and Grand Rapids.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Grand Rapids had a couple of sectional games to start their season. Hill Murray and Matamidi. Matamidi did lose to Hibbing Chisholm, but another tough test coming for them. Green Durham Hall at Hermantown. That's an intriguing A versus AA matchup. And then Andover, Minnetonka, Maple Grove, Stillwater. Good Stillwater Ponies team.
Hockey Night Minnesota, girls on Tuesday, boys on Saturdays. Great girls matchup in St. Louis Park this week.
Yeah, the Bluebirds have played a really tough schedule early on this year, and they're going to continue to play another tough game here against a Benilde St. Margaret's team that's very, very strong.
Saturday, we go Enhanced Production. It's going to be real good. Moorhead and Grand Rapids. Note your calendars, 5 o'clock start time.
Yeah, the Spuds ended up beating Edina, a very high-quality win for them early on in this young season.
And be sure to follow us on social media at MN Hockey TV for all 3, X, Instagram, and Facebook. Matt and his team work real hard to keep us up to speed on everything in the social world. That's going to do it for today's show. Matt, good effort today. Look forward to another week to come.
Yeah, great week, Pete. Of course, we have the Thanksgiving holiday on Thursday this week, but we do have plenty of action before that, and Friday and Saturday are going to be jam-packed with both boys and girls games. So great week, and looking forward to another one.
We will see you at the rink and wish you all a great week. And once again, for Matt Harrington, I'm Pete Wagner. So long.